Good morning, comic book fans. Welcome back to Ka-Pow Comics. That's me. We're not doing a review today. We'll do them whenever I get around to it. It's weird at the moment. We're all just doing our best. But, you know, there's silver linings and all that. Today, well, we're just over 24 hours away or whatever it is from the final day of President Trump's thing. So, yay. Oh, good morning. So, you know, there's good news. There's good news out there. Also, it's going to rain for the next 2 days. So, you know, we'll take what we can get, shall we? And for now, we're just going to go through and see what we've got coming today. It's not much comic book heavy. It's a bit of a shame because it's quite a big delivery. And a lot of stuff we've got in this week is usually the kind of things that people come into the shop and go, ooh, that's shiny, I'll buy it. But people aren't allowed in the shop because it's, you know, national lockdown and what have you. What we have doing is put these up here so people can see them. People shout out, we can sort out posting them or whatever we need to do. And then I'm going to go to comic books, put out a pull list. Speaking of which, there is, I'm going to put a link up for this one now in the comments. There we go. That will basically take you to our new online pull system thing. You need to register for an account, which you can do very quickly and easily. Just ask for your name, email, I think a mobile number or something like that. And then you can add your own things to it. If you don't add everything you've got, that's fine. Just sort your account out, put on like anything that you remember, then get in touch. And I basically have the spreadsheet and I can transfer all the information over. It's just way easier for you to guys to put up. Because technically I can make accounts for everyone else. And just like spoof fake emails and whatever. But it'd just be way easier for me if you all could just go on there and at least register, and then I can basically add things onto it. But it also means you can then go back and check your pull list. And if you see something new that's coming in the future, you can add it on. If you're getting bored of something, you can take it off. And it gives you a lot more control over it rather than constantly having to email me, especially at the moment. There's been a few mistakes being made, and I have to apologize for this one, but I'm getting an awful lot of messages outside of working hours because I'm only in here for maybe 12 hours a week at the moment. And sometimes I get messages like 3:30 in the morning, sometimes 11 o'clock at night. And I'm doing my best to chase all of these up when I get into the shop and have access to my spreadsheet and my order system and all that. But things can go wrong, things can get missed. So I do apologize if you're one of the people who's unfortunately been left off something. I promise I'm doing my best, but these are all one of the things that's just going wrong at the moment, and we're all just trying to get through the day. So let's actually go through what we've got into this week so I can get you all excited and back in a good mood again. First off, we have this Black Widow toy. That is one of the Hot Toys, Black Widows. Almost £400 worth of action figure here, by the way. Somebody has paid a deposit for this one. Yay. So I'm not going to lose like all my money if they never turn up again. But if you watch this video and think, hey, I ordered that, get in touch. You know who you are. Pay me the rest of the money because this is awesome. And it's very expensive. I'll put this out the way somewhere later on, hide it in the back so I don't think that bad can happen to it. But for now, it's going to go down here out the way. Other cool new things we've got in. Somebody has ordered a Caliph, but we have a spare. I think apart from the Armoured Bear, which we're still waiting from, that's a full set of Critical Role pop figures we've got now, which is kind of cool. It's nice to know we've got all those sorted out. This one, very cool, Naughty Dog Dark Horse figure. Unfortunately, because of the packaging, it's really hard to see much detail on it because you're looking at through several layers of plastic on the camera. But it is Ellie with Bo, obviously, from Last of Us 2. One of my favourite games of last year. Really, really enjoyed it. Brutal and forgiving, and occasionally I just had to take a break and go outside and walk with my dog in the sunshine because it was horrifying, but I loved the game. And we can now. This wonderful figure. This one I think has been ordered. I think it's been ordered by the guy who also has this waiting for him. Because there's another Kotobukaya Bishoujo series. This is Stephen King's Pennywise, which I think is very cool. Again, you can't really see much of it. In fact, the picture on the side is actually a better version than it actually is. I think it's him. If not, wouldn't be all surprised. We sell a lot of these kind of things in store. Again, it kind of sucks if people can't come in and buy them, but it's very much the kind of thing which I would have just ordered because it looks awesome. Finally, I have some thoughts on the Cyberpunk 27 game. I could probably go into a lot of detail on this one. So a lot of the bad stuff that people already heard about. Yes, you don't need me to tell you about all this. Yeah, it glitches, it crashes out. It's got weird graphic issues where sometimes stuff looks like it's 16-bit, and it's kind of awkward at times. But there's an awful lot of stuff I really, really like about the game. It may actually be one of my favorite games ever. And we've got another Johnny Silverhand. This is to go with the other 3 Johnny Silverhands we've got. Can you tell I've been a fan of getting a lot of this stuff in? That one I quite like. It's is it one of the McFarlane's? No, this This again is one of the Dark Horse ones, similar to the Ellie, rather than the McFarlane toys. McFarlane toys have a little bit more posability to them, whereas the Dark Horse ones are solid statues but have a little bit more detail, I think. And they also are pretty cool. I like the posing on that one. And I quite enjoyed his story in the game, if I'm completely honest. I was kind of worried. Johnny Silverhand is, well, he is who he is, and if you've played the original tabletop games, you'd know probably what you're expecting. What I got was quite a nice surprise. Right, onto the graphic novels. Some of these have been ordered. Some of these are just going straight out. Oh, I've not got the on the stack because there's a lot of them, but we're now almost fully restocked on Goblin Slayer, at least the core series anyway. So if you missed any Goblin Slayer, I think the one we've not got at the moment is number 4. Thankfully, my player got a big restock of those in, and they all turned up at one go. So we've got Conan, Epic Collection, which I believe, yes, this one has been ordered for somebody. So I'll be kept to one side. Brand new Immortal. We realised just a very strange noise just happened then. That's something I've got on the counter with little rubber feet on it. It's the scale I use for measuring stuff when I'm posting, and I just moved it and it made little farting noises went along. Promise it wasn't me farting. Will you believe it? I don't know. Yes, the new Immortal Hawk trade. We generally get a couple of these because they sell quite well. If you want the latest one, give me a shout. This one is actually just one we usually get in stock. It's not usually counted as new. In fact, I think it's still even got the same ISBN number. It's got shiny new packaging because it's Grant Morrison and Frank Whiteley's All-Star Superman. And yes, this is basically one of the best Superman stories ever. I think Tom King's recent attempt was probably the only thing that's ever come close to it. If you've never read it, you really should. This one is a reorder, but I don't know if it's for somebody. I have to check my spreadsheet on that one, but it's a new Firefly trade. Dawn of X, volume 11. I've got a couple of Dawn of X saved. Somebody has been requesting those in trades. They've been taking a while getting to us. I do apologize for the wait. We've got 2 waiting for you now. So I'll check if you've got anything else on order and I'll get them sent out to you later. Another one was just a reorder. Mark Miller's Superman Red Sun. These are for people who order them specifically. I need to sort these out. Legend of Batman, 2 of these hardcovers. Yes, we can get these in. You can see we've got a lot of the DC ones there. And some 2000 AD ones here. Part works are something we can do. We get a lot of them in if people ask for them. And then not part work, the Sumerian hardcover volume 1. This one has been ordered for somebody, but it's like $22.99 for 8 issues of comic book, which would usually cost you like £27, and it's a nice hardback volume. So absolutely, if you've been a fan of Conan, give me a shout. We'll get one of those for you. They are brilliant, and actually I've been having a lot more fun with them than I have the Marvel kind of stuff at the moment. I think because they are just retelling classic stories, they're a little bit more easygoing, and you can just get in and enjoy them for what they are, problematic as they are sometimes. On to comic books now, and this is going to be quick because there's nowhere near as many comic books today. I'll go through fairly sharpish though. We have the latest American Ronin, New Avengers, Into the Phoenix, eh? I'm not paying any attention to what's going on in Avengers at the moment. Barbarian, Red Planet, which I think is just, the Black Hammer stuff. This guy gets all these Black Hammer things from us. Let's take those out so I can make a bit of space now. Okay, Batman Catwoman, the variant there for me, regular for everyone else, but it's the Black Label stuff. So even the regular still looks very, very cool. But let's get the slightly shinier cover. Right, so that should be enough space out for me to look through issues quite easily now without worrying about anything. So the only one of 2 King in Black titles. Yeah, very nice. Black Cat, but this is the ongoing Black Cat, which ties into it. It's not a spin-off side story. Latest issue of the new Blade Runner, Peach Momoko cover. Very, very, very cool indeed. Really want to crack on some of the Blade Runner stuff. Big fan of the movies. Cable issue 7, Phil Nutter. Really like his artwork. Just a shame they put him on for Daredevil. That was a bad call. Crimson Flower. Somebody asked after this fairly recently if it's arrived yet. Here it is. Matt Kint, I believe. Yes. And that cover is very, very nice. Like the really over the top border, the really bold lines on it, the very deep coloring. Really hope the inside arc is just as good. Crossover number 3. You know what? I have been enjoying this one. Probably is no surprise to people though, because I quite enjoyed the first Ready Player One book. I have not bothered with the second one. I've heard nothing but bad things, but I still defend the first book, and the idea of it doing that for comic books, that's basically what crossover is. I've been enjoying it. Deceased Dead Planet. Now, weirdly, we usually get regular and 3 variants of this. We've only got 2. Now, we're not down as missing any, so it could be there's been a delay. But we have that variant, and the regular. And this is issue 7 of 6. So, hopefully it'll be the last one. He's very, yes. Put him on a dark, gritty street level thing where Chip Zdarsky's literally, when you took over, had to murder somebody. Phil knows artwork was not suitable. Good covers, though. Star Wars Dr. Aphra. I think is the only Star Wars book we've got today. Doctor Who Comics, issue 3. Everything is orange. A couple of issues of True Lies of Fabulous Kill, But Joy's National Anthems. So you missed out on it, so again, these on back order for them. Speaking of back orders, DC Future State. We are really only doing Future State stuff if people ask for them, and most people should ask for them ahead of time. That means some people are getting second printings of stuff on order because they've already run out. I do apologise, but I can't stress enough how many times, this is the third time since you've been open, DC have done this kind of, let's take a month or so off and do something different. And every time we've thought we could figure out what people wanted for it, we've ended up with loads we couldn't sell. So this situation, we've only got in what people asked, and it turns out, looks like probably every comic book store in the world's done the same because there's hardly any spare. But that we have for the people who ordered that one. And issue 2 is also out today. The variant. You may notice that one was also a variant. That's literally the only one I could get. The guy who's late basically is paying a little bit extra premium, so that's the only one I could get for it. But I do like the colouring on that one. The lighting behind is particularly nice. I've still not read the first issue of this one. I must admit, I've not been reading as many comic books at the moment. Weirdly, I tend to read a lot more when I'm at work, and I'm hardly here. Some other Future State stuff now. Some of this are back orders, I think. Catwoman has just come in. Harley Quinn, another one that almost got missed off. I think that one has gone to a second print already. Justice League. Basically, last week we had a couple extra people ask for that one. Nightwing, which I think is new. Superman, Worlds of War. That looks awesome. That's like proper old school. What's the word I'm looking for? Like a classic pulp cover. I do like the look of that one. And Immortal Wonder Woman. So you're asking only about some characters fighting each other. Immortal Hulk, Immortal Wonder Woman. Let's give that one a go. Can't change, but I tell you what, they could have done with dog content. My dog is at home. My dog does not come into work with me. Quite frankly, she'd hate it coming out at the moment. She hates going for walks in the rain. And it's peeing down in Huddersfield, and it will do for the next 2 days. So I'm going to have to drag her out to take for a walk, so she's not happy. If I do a review from home, though, she'll probably get involved. Game of Thrones comic book. I always keep forgetting that's a thing until it turns up. Oh, hang on. There's an extra Future State there. An extra Immortal Woman. It's got to drop behind there. Do have a spare of that one then. Right, latest one here from Zach Thompson from Aftershock. I Breathed a Body. Look at the state of that. What is going on there? Cannot wait to read this one. Zach Thompson, people who don't know, did one of my favorite comics ever last year, so I'm looking forward to that one. Followed up with Iron Fist, a new miniseries, Heart of the Dragon. It's been a while since I read any Iron Fist. The other King in Black title, just King in Black. That's all it is. Really quiet week compared to like the 19 comics we got last week for it. But I'm sure there'll be more later, like next week. Legion of Superheroes, issue 12. I can't remember if this one's getting cancelled anytime soon. It might be the last issue. Could be wrong there. Life is Strange, Partners in Time, issue 2.4, because they just like messing around with me instead of doing regular issue numbers. But again, just nice design on that cover. Not only does it look pretty, but I like how they've done it. Looney Tunes comics. I mean, who doesn't like those? Legacy of Mandrake the Magician. I really should catch up on these. I've got like all 4 issues to read now. Miskatonic. I hate to say it. I've been slightly disappointed with this one. It looks cool and it's got a nice idea, but I was talking only about Ready Player One and crossover. Well, it's basically just dropping in references to stuff. This is dropping references to Lovecraft stories. Unfortunately, unlike crossover, and unlike, in my opinion, Ready Player One, it doesn't do anything with those references. It just leaves them hanging there as like, oh, hey, and here's a name that you might remember if you've read this Lovecraft story. And then it just moves on to the next thing. And it's kind of unfortunately not great for me. I do apologise. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are liking it, but yeah, not for me. What for me is Once and Future. Now, I'll keep talking about the covers this week. There's been a whole heap of really cool ones, but check that out. Dan Mora is just absolutely outstanding. Frustratingly, I've got a variant for this one because we order enough of it. It's one of our most best-selling comic books. We can go for the incentive variants, the 110 variant. So I thought, yeah, I'll give it a go. So I quite like it. Unfortunately, it's just the exact same one in black and white. I kind of feel like I've been ripped a little bit. That is a way better cover. Yes, it doesn't have the branding on it, so it's a little bit cooler to look at, but I feel like maybe that's actually the cooler cover. So, can't all have it all, can we? Latest issue of Roshack, which I have actually been enjoying. Some people disagree on this one, say it's like any attempt to even take a passing interest in Alan Moore's Watchmen and create a new comic from it is like goes against the grain. But it's been a fun read for me. 7 to Eternity, which went on a very long hiatus and is now back. Sleeping Beauty, this one is a back order. A couple people have added it on recently after we finally got issue 1 in. Star Trek Voyager, the Seven's Reckoning comic book. One of my favourite horrors at the moment, Stillwater. I'm not sure how that's going to play out, but I'm quite enjoying it. Transformers, the ongoing, even though it's War World subtitle. The last one had a way better cover, like the wraparound one. This one's still okay, but I like the back bit. It looks to be their world on fire. And it's done that really nice line of a black star, which is very, very cool. Give me a second, I need to readjust a little bit of comic books here so I can get them easy without things falling over. Back order of Transformers Back to the Future number 1, which very much my mistake. Some guy was down for it. We didn't have any problem with it. We had spares and everything. Well, I missed him off the list, so it's finally come back and replaced it for him. Tales from the Umbrella Academy, You Look Like Death, issue 5. Must get around to catching up on my Umbrella Academy. We Live, issue 4, another Aftershocks comic con from the Miranda brothers. I remember enjoying the first issue of that one, but they've been flying out at a pace. X Factor 6, which was the shortage, just turned up. Stuff is starting to a bit now. There we go. X Factor 16, which appears to be slightly more Lovecraftian than the Lovecraft comic book. Giant squids in space. Yeah, brilliant. And finally, the final issue of something which has been very, very well reviewed. Really looking forward to giving this a proper flick through on Design Collection. Yasmin. Scout Comics, currently in my mind, not quite up there with what Vault are putting out, but when they get it right, they get it really right. That's one such example. Okay, I think that's all the stock. What else? We're still closed. We're still not going to be doing curbside collections for a while. Saw recently the Nicola Sturgeon in Scotland basically said they're basically being even tighter on their controls, including not doing curbside collections for stores, click and collect and the like. And yeah, again, it feels like I'm just slightly ahead of the curve on this one. I was making sure people were masked installed before it was a legal requirement, limiting customers before that was a thing. I'm trying my best to keep as many people as I can safe. And yes, I know you all want your comic books, and I really want you to spend your money here. But I can't justify you making a trip into town to pick up a few comic books when you should be staying at home. There's enough reasons for people to be going out in the middle of a pandemic now, which I don't support. I can't stop people living their lives. I can't stop them doing what's the best for them. But I can worry about myself and the people I like. So, yeah. Other than that, I'm going to be sending out invoices later. Check your emails. They're coming through PayPal. Get them paid so I can get stuff shipped out to you. The postal worker is getting very used to seeing me at the moment, turning up with massive piles of envelopes. We've got a little bit of a rapport going on. It's great. Just one of the few people I actually see more than my girlfriend at the moment. I'm the guy who runs my corner shop. It's kind of nice to have at least some human contact. What else? You've got just over a week to send us any orders for the next previews thing. Check out previewsworld.com or dcconnect.com for what's coming out in advance and let us know. But ideally, instead of just letting us know, go to leagueofcomicgeeks.com and search for Ka-Pow Comics. The link is in the comments I've been doing here. I'll put it in the actual description later on as well. But it's going to be way easier for us if you set your orders up that way. And then basically we'll just get an update kind of thing. New previews was out last week. We don't get one for the store at the moment because nobody's buying them and they're really expensive. It's a frustrating thing. Usually we make about like the full cost of a comic, we make 1/3 of that in profit. So it's £3.30, we make £1.10. That's how much money we make. If it's previews, which has the same price and it's £3.30, we make 50p. So we need to sell an awful lot more of them to cover any loss if there are any ones that don't sell. So I hate to say it, but at the moment, especially with not having people in the store and people mostly ordering online, it's just way easy for us to not have them sitting around in the shop. But yeah, I've got mine behind the counter. Right, that's it. I'm done. I'm gonna go and start sorting some stuff out. Take it easy. Bye.